Good morning. I'd like to read to you from Numbers chapter 14 this morning. It goes like this. Then all the congregation lifted up their voices and cried, and the people wept that night. All the sons of Israel grumbled against Moses and Aaron. The whole congregation said to them, Would that we died in the land of Egypt, or would that we died in this wilderness? Why is it that the Lord is bringing us into this land? Our wives and our little ones will become plunder. Would it not be better for us to return to Egypt? And so they said to one another, Let us appoint a leader amongst ourselves to return to Egypt. Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces in the presence of all the assembly of the congregation of the sons of Israel. We know from reading this that then Joshua and Caleb stood up and told the congregation that they had good leadership and they needed to proceed, but the people didn't want to do that. They'd rather stone their leadership than follow their leadership. I don't know if you've been following the resignation of Dick Cook, the president of Disney Studios, last Friday. Roger Alaviso from our church hired him at Disneyland in 1971 to work on the steam train. Fresh out of college, it was his first job, and he worked his way up through the ranks to be president of Disney Studios. Now, I followed him a little bit over the years, and he's done a good job. Last year, they made $78 million. That's how good a job he did. This year, it looks like they're going to lose a few dollars, maybe around $12 million. I think he's been a great asset for the Disney organization, but he felt like he was a square peg in a round hole, and it was time for him to go. He said he doesn't Twitter or Facebook. He wears a suit, works on a need-to-know basis, and wants to have creative control. But said, if I can't fit in, I need to go. I want to share with you this morning some leadership characteristics that Dick Cook had that I believe every leader should have. We need to be loyal. Dick Cook was loyal to his employer, working there 38 years, and to his family, and it was clearly visible to all that really knew him. Fun is important if you're going to be a leader. Dick enjoyed a good clean joke and liked to do different fun stuff. He wasn't always grumpy, as some people may conclude. You got to be fun sometimes if you're going to be a leader. A strong work ethic is very important as well. Dick worked. He worked 8 to 6 every day, some days coming in earlier than that, but he was available 24/7. He was also self-aware of his strengths and his weaknesses, and he would seek out critical evaluations, according to Raj, because he wanted to improve. He took initiative. He'd always go beyond what was expected of him, looking for a better way and a better strategy. He loved people, or he wouldn't have been at Disneyland. If you're going to be in the ministry or you're going to lead people, you better love them. He said some people energized him and some people drained him, but he had time for both. Tenacious. He didn't give up. Failure didn't stop him whether he was making money or losing money. He saw it as an opportunity to get better. He wasn't charismatic. He was pretty smart. If you ask him the secret to his success, I think he would say, I wanted to make a difference. If you're going to be a leader, if you're going to be a leader at home, you're going to be a leader at work, you're going to be a leader at church, you need to be loyal, you need to be fun, you need to have a good work ethic, you need to be self-aware of your strengths and your weaknesses, you need to take initiative, you need to love people, and you need to be tenacious. Rank yourself on those things. Am I loyal? 1 to 10. Am I fun? 1 to 10. Do I have a good work ethic? Rate yourself. Self-aware? 1 to 10. Do I take initiative? Do I love people? Am I tenacious? 1 to 10, and just see how you do. I asked the staff on Monday if we were developing leaders. Were we working hard to develop leaders to take our places when we feel like we're a square peg in a round hole? The people in Numbers here, the congregation, they were willing to appoint anyone to be their leader, when in fact we don't want to do that. We need Joshua's and Caleb's. We need Moses and Aaron's. Most people are unable to see the big picture like these leaders would be able to see it, and Dick Cook saw it for Disney. People that can't see the big picture can't lead. A lot of leadership at Main Place Christian Fellowship has come out of the men's home where they've been developed. Some we brought from other churches. Some have come because they came to know Christ at Main Place Christian Fellowship. We don't have any prerequisite for leadership. We just need to hear from you that you feel you are a leader and that you'd be faithful with the small things. Maybe not the things right off the bat. You're not going to be at the top of the ladder, but you certainly can start at the bottom and work your way up. And so I encourage you to support your leadership. Do what leadership asks you to do. Know that that's quite clear in Hebrews as to we're to follow our leaders. And so I pray as a church we'll make that promised land. We'll spend eternity with Jesus Christ, and we'll have a smile on our face while we're doing it. Main Place Christian Fellowship is coming up on some exciting times as we're getting close to our 21st anniversary. But before we get there this week, we've got some neat things happening as well. Saturday is our church rummage sale, where we're trying to raise money for a men's home van. I've told you on many occasions that that van is ready to quit. And so we're trying to raise some money. If you have things at home that you can bring on Friday that we can sell on Saturday, if you can help us on Saturday, get there as early as 6 in the morning or any time before noon to help us, we'd really appreciate it. We're going to do our best to raise a couple $1,000s to help us buy a van. On Sunday, Stage Fright, our men's group choir, is going to sing and lead us in worship. Prepare yourself for worship before you get there. I know our men are doing that, and they look forward to it. I pray that you do as well. And then next Wednesday is baptism. If you haven't been baptized as a believer, nothing should stop you from that if you are a believer. And so I pray that you'll get a hold of Pastor Chris Grant. You'll give him a call. Let him know that you're ready to be baptized so that you can share your faith visually with others next Wednesday. Lots of things happening at Main Place. We want you to be a part of as much as you possibly can and bring your friends and family with you. May God bless you and keep you as we continue to grow leadership and grow our church together. See you soon.